I want to say Uncle Jobson, Apple, Tuapo, and Black Integrity family. You already know this is your brother in Google. Now you see R&M. You were tuned into R&M All BG TV family. You do know by now that we do keep it G. Everyone uncut common sense for the common people, dealing with the common issues, trying to seek some common solutions. And of course, family, you've been walking with me by now. You should already know what I'm bringing to the table. My mode of operation, the best thing I could think of, which is black love. And you should know that black love is the cure for the Black Nation family. So let's get it. What we're going to talk about today is what I've given the title of Jay. What's happening, sis? What's happening, sis? You already know it's going to be a call-in later, so just stick around. What we're going to talk about today is what I've given the title of The Enemy. Subtitle, Destroy the System in You Before You Destroy Yourself with the System. I'm going to say that again. The enemy, or destroy the system in you, or before you destroy you with the system. Now, throughout this, throughout the day, whatever, actually throughout this whole, since like last week, I've been sitting around thinking about some stuff. You already know. I come up with different things, different premises, things that I see, hear, experience, yada, 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 yada. And, matter of fact, before we even get into that, how about this? Let's wait for the room to fill up a little bit. And you already know how we do. We started off right with a tune. We got to bless up the place. So with that said, pressure bust pipes, step forward.
At a fire, burn.
Tell a friend, you already know.
Don't know. Ooh, hey.
That's right.
Pressure bus pipe. So you're rolling up.
Tell a friend.
Anyway.
Come on in.
Getting ready for the liberation, yo. Liberate yourself and dedicate a one, yo. Victory comes with unification. Not until we see ourselves as Ethiopians, yeah. Pay the price without no hesitation, yeah. Sacrifice to make a better nation, wow. If violence is the only demonstration,
tell a friend. What was that?
My youth, stay focused. Stand firm, don't be anxious. Stand firm, be instructed. Stand firm, cause liberation is my only concern.
Should be yours too.
My youth, be courageous. Stand firm, be a warrior. Stand firm, break the barriers. Stand firm, cause liberation is my only concern. Hey. Battlefield, you can't soft like pillow. Act like a fireman, rugged like Brillo. Ready figure burn them to less than a kilo.
What a day when Babylon city gone below.
Vex to me, no link with them. One thing me know, me not go sync with them. Them sell out the people as you blink with them. Get to you, just use your intelligence. My youth, stay focused. Stand firm, don't be anxious. Stand firm, be instructed. Stand firm, cause liberation is my only concern.
Let the people be courageous.
Stand firm,
be a warrior.
Stand firm, break down the barrier.
Thank you, Safa. Thank you, sis.
Stand firm, liberation is my only concern.
Lava.
Yeah.
MJ, what up?
Rastafari is the Almighty, you know. Let Jah be praised.
Let me know.
Run away, you can't run away.
And that's what we're gonna talk about. You can't run away from yourself.
When it's only you and Jah alone, who will be your help? No one but yourself. Tell you run away.
You can't run away
from yourself. Cause when you do good unto others, yeah, it might be better for your health. Overstand yourself. Little youth no run down vanity. I want that you approve. TV that will make you confused. Put yourself around people that are better than you, and one day you'll be the best.
Get all the respect, do.
Don't follow evil when they walk. Your actions is a manifestation of your thought. Do good and make it bless another heart.
I want some porridge, what's up?
Me tell you run away.
You can't run away from yourself.
Cause when it's only
like I said, that's what we're talking about today. We always got to tap in first to self.
No one but yourself. Tell you run away.
I got one more on my run that we going in. So tell a friend, we about to go in soon.
When you do good unto others, yeah.
Miss Alright.
Black like a tar.
Black like a tar.
Black, I'm proud you have to know who you are.
Black like a tar.
Africa is the motherland, big up every black superstar. Black like a tar. Black, I'm proud you have to know who you are. Black like a tar. Africa is the motherland, you have to know who you are. Them say, when you see black post, you feel turn back. Them say, nothing good never come out of black. Get like us what? I say him too black. But my complexion, me say me know it couldn't stop. I'm proud to be black. I'm a black to be proud. Marcus Garvey lead out 10 million black. I'm black.
Sister Radical, how you doing, sister?
I'm proud to be black. Say if you with me, won't you shout it out?
Say it with me, family, say it with me. Black like a tar.
Black, I'm a proud.
You have to know who you are. Black like a tar.
Africa is the motherland, big up every black superstar. Black like a tar. Black, I'm proud you have to know who you are. Black like a tar. Africa is the
Alright. Alright. First and foremost, I want to say once again, peace to the family, Uncle Jobson, Hutu Apo, and Black Integrity. To everybody that's out there tuning in, peace to those that's in the chat room, peace to those that's going to catch the recording later, peace to everybody out there. Now, again, what we're going to talk about today is I've given the topic of the enemy, subtopic, destroy the system in you before you destroy you with the system. I got 10 little key points, whatever, that I jotted down earlier today, whatever. Again, this is all based on some stuff that I've, like I said, witnessed, seen, heard, thought of, etc., etc., etc. And we're going to talk about it because this is something that we all have seen, heard, witnessed, or experienced. So it's common to us. Nothing too crazy, nothing too outlandish, nothing no spooky, none of that stuff. You already know how we do. We deal with everyday stuff over here. All right? So let's talk about it. Why are we coming up with today's topic? The enemy. Very simple. Look at around. Just all you have to do is just look at your total, your current climate within the black community, scattered abroad. But of course, we only talk about here in America. 3Ks don't get it twisted because that's what we know. That's what we live out. We can speculate and think what we know about the rest of the world, whatever. But we would just be speculating. We can only talk about what we know right here. And right here, nothing. It is the battleground. And let's think about it though. You have two sets of black people in this world. Let's not get it twisted. You do. I know folks don't like to talk about it or whatever, or when folks do talk about it or whatever, they blow it up and make it seem something that is bigger than what it is. But let's bring it down on a very simplified level. First and foremost, disclaimer. If you got children around, whatever, be mindful. I ain't gonna front. We keeping it all the way real. We're gonna keep it all the way real. That is, that's Tubby. That's King Tubby, Jade. You know your rhythms. Good shit. Yeah, you threw me off. Anyway, like I said, there's two types of black folks in this world, in this country. Again, America. Don't get it twisted. 3Ks. You do have the black person who has identified what's going on, identified something ain't right, and they're making their strides to get where they gotta go in life as best as they possibly can. Then after nothing, you got niggas. Like I said, be mindful if you got children or whatever. I know I'm going to say a couple words, whatever, that I don't normally say or whatever. This is one of them. So just, again, be mindful. But this is what it is, because this is what we hear every day. So we can't act like these are shocking words. Let's be real. You got niggas versus black people. Face it for what it is. And the reason why you have The reason why you have niggas versus black people is because America, again, 3Ks, don't get it twisted, created niggas. And not for nothing, the system of a nigga, and that's believe it is, it's a system, because not for nothing, a nigga is nothing that's quote unquote born nonetheless, whatever. It's not a flesh and blood type thing. This is a mentality that we're talking about. Before you do anything, everything, like one of the brothers before that made a call, when he called in before, he said one of the first nations you want to talk about building is your imagination, your mind. If your mind ain't right, everything else will crumble. So there it is. You got niggas versus black people. Niggas versus African-minded people. Niggas versus black folks that want to do something for themselves and those after them. It's just that simple. Now again, niggas were created in America. Niggas were made in America. Nowhere else on the planet. The reason why that is, of course, you already know transatlantic slave trade, sub-Saharan slave trade, which led to the transatlantic or whatever, right? Boom. The Caribbean, South America, and other ports that would be dispersed at in the diaspora or whatever. Let's be real. These spots wasn't as, I ain't gonna front, as hot as America, whatever. America, like I said before, was the battleground. The toughest ones made it to America. The roughest ones made it to America. The rebellious ones made it to America. Now, of course, you already know, over time, the breaking process, spirits do get broken, etc., etc., etc. Shit gets watered down and tampered with. Cool, no problem. That's where we're at right now. The conditioning, right? But nonetheless, again, the realest ones made it here. If you made it through the trials and tribulations of the Caribbean, or if you was too real down there, whatever, they shipped your black ass up here. Case in point, here we are right now, for those of us that made it here and lived to tell the story. Through the time that we got here, again, we went through the process of dehumanization, the process of degradation on a severe level. Nobody else got it as bad as those that got it here. Case, I'm dead serious. All you got to do is just look around. All you got to do is look around. The rebellious ones were here. So what did they have to do to the rebellious? Well, they had to break that mug all the way down to the simplest amount of form to recreate them into what they wanted them to be. Hence, the niggas of today. Generation, I'm not going to stick there into deep history too long. You can do your own homework on that one, because I want actually y'all to chime in, so I ain't going to waste too much time. Through time, like I said, generation, we birth more and more and more and more niggas. Don't even know it. It's second nature. It becomes the everyday norm. This is what we do now, right? Case in point, it's 2017, right? And not for nothing, this has pretty much been the language of my whole life, damn near. Two key words that come to mind when you hear conversation of black folk today, or whatever, especially those of the younger generation, or even some of those of the older generation too, because again, the mind state has no age requirement, has no age expiration, right? Forget my language again. Real niggas, bad bitches. These two words are glorified on a supreme level in vocabulary and conversation dealing with black people on an everyday basis. And you can't tell nonetheless if it's a good or it's a bad. All you got to do is just listen to the tone. You can tell if somebody's in a good mood when they're using these words, or they're in a bad mood. At the end of the day, it's still a bad vibration being passed. It's case in point. I know we like to say, oh, we took the word and made it to our own benefit and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's a term of endearment, but at the end of the day, nothing that's said that or created on a negative foundation could ever be positive. It's not meant to be. Case in point, look at your constitution. Your ass ain't included in that. Therefore, you're not supposed to be included. Haru, what up? You feel what I'm saying? Foundation sets the tone from everything on out. So at the end of the day, if you have the foundation of a nigga, again, handcrafted here in America, 3Ks, don't get it twisted, you're going to produce nigga activity. Negativity. Those two words, activity, negativity, you get negativity. Again, look around, listen around, feel around. I tell no lies. Society tells no lies. Life, if you live it, tells no lies. We glorify these words, and for nothing, at the end of the day, you already know words carry not only sound, but power, as well as purpose and meaning. Why are we calling ourselves, and as I'm going to say myself, say we, include myself, because I ain't gonna front. I struggle with this too. I've been struggling with this for years since I was a kid. Hell, when I started cursing and all this stuff when I was in like 3rd, 4th grade. So I'm accustomed to it. So it's a fight for myself. It is, just like it is for everybody else dealing with whatever battles they have to deal with, whatever. It's a fight to deprogram yourself, to reprogram yourself for your own benefit. We've been doing things and accustomed to it for the longest of times. We think it's actually the right thing to do. It's our custom and tradition, if you will. And so we have customs and traditions of negativity. Again, look around, listen around, feel around. You'll see it for yourself. The more we glorify certain things, the more we become certain things. Again, up here. Flesh and blood actually means nothing, because not for nothing, you have these different types of peoples amongst all walks of life, amongst all different racial backgrounds, this, that, and third. But again, you already know, I'm worried about us. But it is true. It's a mentality. You are programmed by way of everything that you see around you, by way of everything that you hear around you, from the media to the school system, sometimes in-house conversation in the homes, based on what we've heard outside, everybody coming in with different stories and different, you feel what I'm saying? We bring this shit home. Negativity. Then we wonder why it never seems to go anywhere. Our generation did it. The generation before they did it in their own form and fashion. The generation before them did it in their own form and fashion. And so on and so on, all the way back into the original nigga. Again, they took the strong-minded African, the strong-minded black man and woman and child from the continent. They made it through the different various slave ports or whatever by way of rebellion. If they was too real, if they was too rugged, they got shipped here. Once they got shipped here, this is where the ultimate breaking process for real took place. This is where you see what we have now. And why do I say the real ones made it here? Because not for nothing, why do you think the rest of the black world is waiting on us? They're waiting on our shape up. They're waiting on our act right and our stand up and our action. Because again, we are the realest ones. The sun rises in the west on this time, dealing with our liberation, our come up. The sun has to rise from the rest so the rest of the world can shine. That's just how it has to be. Yep. It was exaggerated. Yeah. Because they don't want to deny the facts. And that's another thing. Dealing with the creation of the nigga mind. The nigga mind will deny anything that is factual due to comfort. The nigga mind will deny anything of reality, again, due to comfort. But again, like I said in my last episode, whatever, that comfort is based on the comfort of Wazungu and friends, Arabs, Hispanics, East Indians, Asians, etc. The works. Our global competition, our neighborhood competition, right? Our comfort is based on their comfort on them, relying that they know we ain't gonna do shit. So they're comfortable, and we've seen that they're comfortable, so your ass got lazy too. Generation after generation after generation. And not for nothing, laziness plus negativity only creates chaos. Again, look around. Now, I'm not going to sit here and just rank on the black community and say we just doing all bad, because that would be a lie. But at the overall bigger picture, as a collective, we haven't moved an inch since 1865. And that's just the facts. We have to face that for what it is. Stop denying things for what they are. Once you get rid of the denial, identify the negativity, target it so you can annihilate it, you can move on and plot your course, man. Just like I would say about everything else out here, man. You have to identify things for what it is. Man up, woman up, and stand up. Because again, children is going to follow our example. So we have to be that example of what we want them to do. Not saying create robots, but give them a better way. Give them a better option. It is out of pocket. It is out of pocket. And not for nothing, the nigga mentality, again, the nigga, watch this. All you gotta do is I'm just jumping around random points. Again, I got 10 points. I ain't even have to throw them out there. I'm just jumping around. So you'll see where I'm going with it though. The nigga mind, right? Real nigga. Bad bitch. All of this stems from the works, nonetheless, of the Willie Lynch syndrome. That's all it is. Now, of course, you know, folks love this one right here. Yo, it wasn't real. And this, of course, you know, I'm talking about the Super Saiyan know-it-alls. But it still ain't done nothing with anything they know, right? It wasn't real. It was just a document, this, that, and the third. It was fictional, No problem. I can prove you wrong simply by telling you to go outside. Because at the end of the day, whether the person really existed or not, whether he lived or not, whether the document was a true document from a person handed down from whatever, 17, whatever year that shit was, Again, the reality is outside. The reality is amongst the people walking around every day like zombies. Y'all like watching The Walking Dead and all that stuff. Well, guess what's going on? We are The Walking Dead. I don't even watch the show, but I know what it is. It's about, you know what I'm saying? We are The Walking Dead. But we're comfortable in our death up here. We're living. Flesh and blood, breathing. You know what I'm saying? We're walking. But up here, we're dead. Living niggas, dead black people. Cut check. Why do we, again, I know I'm stuck on these two words, this whole real nigga and bad bitch thing. What really is a nigga? So, let me do some homework. I did homework, right? Don't worry, family, I'm throwing the number in there because I'm going to get y'all thoughts soon enough. Let's just throw it out there. Nigga is used mainly among African Americans, but is also among other minorities because they seen how we do and they thought this shit was a tag along and they wanted to get down with it because we were so in denial, right? Nonetheless, and other ethnicities in a neutral or familiar way as a friendly term of address. Why? It is also common in rap music, media. However, nigga is taken to be extremely offensive when used by outsiders. Why? We do it to ourselves, so why? Again, the enemy. Many people consider this word to be equally offensive as nigger, which it is. This word stems from. The words nigger and nigger are pronounced alike in certain dialects, and so it to be declaimed that they are one and the same word. They are. Again, look at the mentality. Look at what it produces as far as the dictionary. Yeah, that's in the dictionary. That's in the dictionary. As soon as you type in the word, it'll pop right up. I kid you not. Matter of fact, this is from dictionary.com. Go right there and you'll get what I'm looking at. Anything else? A black person, not a taboo word as used by one black person to another or about another, especially by rap singers. Again, there goes that media again. You see how this shit is all controlled? It's a controlled variable, but we're not the ones in control of the goddamn variable. So therefore, certain messages get passed out that we ain't passing out genuinely. We're doing somebody else's bidding. They're comfortable. We're doing it for them. And that's another thing about the whole niggas thing, right? The nigga mentality. Niggas was created to sustain the nigga mentality all on its own. Again, go back to the Willie Lynch letter. It clearly stated, if done correctly, if they do their maneuvers and their whatever they did to us, right, correctly to the letter, whatever, the shit would run itself for the next 300 to 400 years smoothly. Look around where we are right now. Look where we are right now. Are we not pretty much on autopilot? Does Wazungu and friends do not have they feet up, their hands behind their head? Are they not macking out right now? Again, living niggas, dead black people. Let me try to move on real quick. Oh, here we go. Another word. Bitch. Again, forgive the language, family, but at the end of the day, you understand what I'm talking about. A female dog, female canines generally. Slang. A person who is submissive or subservient to someone, usually in a humiliating way. I think I can pretty much stop right there. Sisters. You already know that's a word that's thrown out in every other word in conversation with y'all. And again, that could be good or bad. Talking to a male or female. That's the word of choice. Hey, bitch. Or stop acting like a bitch. What's up, bitch? Hey, how you doing? Bitch, nigga. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's all negativity. Why? But then you'll turn right around and be like, yo, I demand respect. I demand to be appreciated, this, that, and third. Why? You completely devalued yourself by calling yourself a bitch. A bad one at that. Now, I know we like to take certain words and invert them and use them to our own, you know what I'm saying, our advantage, whatever. Bad means good, this, that, and third, things like that. Okay, no problem. But at the end of the day, again, when you start off foundational, if your foundation is negative to begin with, everything else after that would only be negative. So, no matter if you're saying bad in a good way, good means bad or whatever, you're calling yourself a bitch. So with that being said, foundation is negative. No matter how good you think you're saying it by using the word bad, you're still calling yourself a bitch. Why? But then get mad when somebody else on outside calls you a bitch. That's confusing. Same thing with the word nigga. What's up, my nigga? Hey, peace, nigga. And again, I'm guilty of this shit too, so I'm not talking down on anybody. I'm talking to myself primarily. You feel what I'm saying? And again, in order for us to do all this magnificent stuff that we want to talk about, take down the system and rebuilding and creating this nation and this, that, and the third, that shit will never happen until we get rid of the system within us. Until we get rid of the nigga within us. Until we get rid of the cracker and Wazungu and the Arab and Hispanic and all these other bullshits that we want to be within us. We got to get rid of that shit. But the first thing we have to do is stop denying that it's there. All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a quick little break real quick, and we're going to come back and we're going to proceed with the rest of the things. And again, like I said, I can stick on those two words alone for like the whole damn video, but we don't want to stay there because we got 8 other points I want to hit. So with that being said, we're going to run on Rex Rhythm. Let's see what we have in the deck. Let's take it to Mr. Kalunji.
There are a lot of ways to do things. Be blessed, and there's no time for all things. Stop your shortcomings, oh. Put away your suffering. I got to know yourself.
Oh no, know them big and bold. Almighty have them under control. See them if they never know them play a gangster role. And I say save them soul.
And I saw them big fig grow. Even though them big and bold, Almighty have them under control.
Tell a friend, we still here.
Never know, though they play a gangster role. I just save them soul. Never saw them fig grow. They often say love makes you all you wanna be. Doing the honors of right with a peaceful heart and free. My life makes us in the status, depending on thee. And still I know we can live together and do away with the hate so totally. Even though them big and bold, I have them under control. Seem as if they never know, though they play a gangster role. Selassie save them soul, and not so them figure out. Even though them big and bold, I have them under control. Seem as if they never know, though they play a gangster role. Save them soul, and not so them figure out.
Bounty Killer, step forward. Yeah, the Ratchet Revolutionary type. You're absolutely right, MJ.
Some guy running up them big and say that is them run the street. Nitty-gutty do up, some guy even brush them teeth.
Gut check.
Some guy if you understand them speech and not barber.
Gotta understand yourself.
Running up your beat, say you run the street. When we check you out, you don't even brush your teeth. You better go away. Today is not today. Walk into the park, saying of no art. Oh, you so illiterate and so dark. You better go away and take your Bible and pray.
God have mercy.
With your bag of gunshot, say you go this and that, say you go left your back, you left and black.
Hear that?
Time in all your life,
kill the enemy in you, son.
And go change up your dirty acts.
Miss that. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna come back after this song. When you do the enemy in you can handle stuff like this. You can identify things like this. Listen.
I ain't no care about your rules and laws. I am on funeral grave. I no care who shoot first or who draw last. You coulda got me not turn on down.
Listen.
I burn police. She say them a liar than thief. Them no ram fi extras on the street. I burn police. Them will let you in a coffee.
You gotta identify your enemy, your adversary, instead of each other.
I burn police. You know see them one last. Them a preach and if you shot them will lick out your teeth. I burn police in a kingfish car and jeep. Get the youth them a shoot and beat. From the boy put on the uniform with the pistol from the waist, the rifle in I'm arm. Him no stop swap him just a go long and a one. Him say my cut take answer, but me not see where that a one. Hey, if that split fail, them want to carry me go to jail. Lock me down and them no want give me no bail. Them treat me like a criminal, I peep too real. Hey, but the judge make me live to tell you tale. I gun police.
All right, thank you, Mr. Luton. Fire. Respect due. So again, family, we are talking on the topic of the enemy. Destroy the system in you before you destroy for yourself with the system, right? Of course, I left off, I was talking about the whole nigga mentality, this, that, and third, yada, 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 yada. So if you missed that, family, don't worry. It's going to be up on the channel later. You can go back, hopefully, and, go back and check it out. Let's move on. The next thing that we combat ourselves with, that we fight ourselves with, fight each other with, right? I call it popping, right? There's two types of popping. Purpose over popularity, which is the good one. This is something you would think would be, we want to be put on display, this, that, and third, whatever, versus popularity over purpose. This is what we have right now, especially in the era that we're in today, especially dealing with this whole social media shit. I'm going to tie that in with this one right here. Popularity over purpose. Social media era, right? In fact, I'm going to tie this one in here too. I'm going to tie 3 points into one. We got these platforms nowadays, 2017, 16, and beyond, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. We can reach up to the world at a click at a time, right? But you see this man right here that's on my shoulder? The same man that's up there on top that these same two gentlemen followed after? The Right Excellency Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, right? Well, let me tell you something about him real quick. Because like I said, we got the social media shit popping, right? All right, cool, technology, whoop-de-doo. He didn't have technology like that on his side. You know, he had a newspaper, the Negro World, one of the greatest papers that ever blessed this planet. And you know why I say that? Because it was with that form of media, that form of action, if you will, that form of getting the word out, that reached up to 12 million people worldwide by way of distribution from himself, other UNIA officers, as well as the seamen on the boats and this, that, and third, going to different ports and different docks or whatever, right? That newspaper circulated the globe. Black people saw, you know what, this shit is real. We all going through the same stuff. We all facing the same stuff. Pretty much from the same people. So you know what we can do? We have the all common enemy, common adversary. So we pretty much have a common goal and a common agenda. Hence the birth and the purpose and the aim and mission of the UNIA ACL. My man, Mr. Garvey, Baba Garvey, respect due, elder. Respect due, Egun. He had a newspaper, 12 million people, and they acted on that. They made moves on that. They planned on that. The Declaration of Rights for the Negro Peoples of the World was drafted based off of that. The International Convention on which people around the globe came to New York for 31 days straight, came up out of that. Right? Because it was focused. There was a purpose behind it. It wasn't about popularity. It wasn't about I'm trying to get as many people to ride my ego wave. It was about I'm trying to get the people to understand what the hell's going on. Mr. Garvey was a realist. He wasn't no major fanatic, if you will. He was a great visionary, and that's what was able to make him a good revolutionary nonetheless. He didn't have to have a rifle in his hand. His mind and his works that he put out there was a rifle enough. It was a bullet enough. You saw what came about of that. The system saw what came about of that. The government saw what came about of that. Why you think they've been scared shitless ever since? Why you think they had to break that down and dismantle and create all these other different, if you will, subgroups or whatever? All these other different groups came out of the works and the mission of the UNIA. Face that for a fact, family. Call it what you want. You can run from it all you want, but it's still there. It is what it is. They saw what the UNIA is capable of doing. Was back then and is right now. Yes, believe it's still rocking and rolling to this day. 432, what up? They were scared shitless off of that, family. Not so much to the point where they drafted documents up like the National Security Council Memorandum 46. Read that for yourself, and I guarantee you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Black people here getting together, as well as reconnecting back home on the continent, getting together with them, as well as abroad. This is why Mr. Garvey said Africa for Africans, home and abroad. You understand? Anyway, I don't want to get too deep into that. But we can talk about that a little later, though. But nonetheless, popularity over purpose has become the order of the day dealing with this whole social media stuff. Everything is all about likes, comments, and shares. No matter if you're real with it, no matter if you're credible, no matter if you're actually doing the things that you type, doing the things that you say when you hit record on these cameras, this, that, and third. This is why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad warned Brother Malcolm back in the day, Minister Malcolm back in the day. He warned him about these cameras, man. He warned them. And you can go check out, I did a whole episode on that right there. RNMRBG TV, you can check that out. I think it was entitled, What Elijah Told Malcolm Was A1. That's what it is. Check that out. He warned them. He said, yo, these cameras are going to be addictive more than any narcotic out there. What did he mean when he said that? With this social media shit, right? You have an instant audience, an instant plug into the world, nonetheless. You got people you know, people you don't know, more so that you don't know, ain't never thought of, ain't never saw, ain't never will ever meet in life. Right? You have an unknown audience. And they just listen, they read, they feel, they think, sometimes even act off what's put out there in the atmosphere, whatever. So at the end of the day, you should be mindful of what you're putting out there. You should be mindful of the content that we putting out there, whatever. Again, I'm guilty of this shit too. But I've grown. I've evolved. I've changed my ways once I realized, you know what? Yeah, I'm attracting certain energy that I don't necessarily want. I say I don't want a certain type of energy, but I keep bringing that type of vibe my way. Case in point, what I've always talked about dealing with the relationships. It starts from within. You have to identify the nigga from within. You got to identify the bad bitch from within. You got to identify that cracker, that Arab, and so on and so on and so on from within. All of these evil ills and torments, you have to identify that shit from within because, again, all of that stuff was planted in our brains here in America. 3Ks don't get attention. Why? Because America creates niggas. From the blackest of black, even down to the whitest of white, America creates niggas. You think white people ain't got niggas? You think Asian people ain't got niggas? You think Arabs ain't got niggas? Hispanics? So on and so on. You think they ain't got niggas? Of course they do. You know why? Because they followed our model. They followed our poor example. Now, mind you, they can cut the switch on and off whenever they want to and simply go back to being whatever it is that their culture actually is and whatever, whatever it entails. Us, on the other hand, we've been stuck this way for generations upon generation, upon generation, upon generation, upon generation, upon generation, upon generation. You feel what I'm saying? We're so comfortable with it, man, that if a person tries to wake you up out of your sleep away from this negativity, whatever, we fight each other. Again, you know why? Niggas was bred to go at each other. Just to saying the system, nonetheless. Don't get it twisted, because when two niggas go at each other, money is involved. Money's generated, best believe. Warfare in general. When there's wars and fights in general, revenue is created. And you already know we go at each other at the drop of a dime, at the thought. So if that's the case, you already know. Chaos on sight, TOS, terminate on sight. This is what we do. Andy, what up? Again, niggas was made in America, fam. Also, I'm gonna throw this in here too. The whole gossiping thing right now, whatever, right? Again, Mr. Garvey had a newspaper, The Negro World, one of the greatest papers to ever grace this planet. He had an aim, he had a mission, he had a purpose, and he executed on that. Not for nothing, the readers of that newspaper, they felt the vibration. They also saw the aim, they saw the mission, they saw the purpose, they got down with the get down. Not for nothing, our adversaries, they saw the paper, they felt it. They acted on the paper as well. Why do you think they have to make all the moves that they see, that they have to make to subdue us? They saw the potential. Do you see the potential that we have in ourselves, family? Again, two things you got to identify. One, you got to identify the ill. You got to identify the sickness so you can get rid of it, just like a cancer. What do you think when they do these in these hospitals, what they supposed to be doing, right? Because, we got medical warfare, but that's another topic for another discussion. But nonetheless, let's follow the analogy. They go in, they scope it out, they see, okay, that's a cancer. Let's target and annihilate this so we get this out the body. We got to cut this up out the body so the rest of the body can heal up and go on with living. Same thing, dealing with black people. We as a collective, the body politic, whatever, we have to, yes, you're absolutely right, Andy. You have to diagnose yourself. And how do you diagnose yourself? Gut check! Take that good old gut check like I always say, family. That go through my 3 steps, like I said. Pre-qualify yourself, qualify yourself so you can execute. Check your self-esteem. Then check your overall presentation on everything else. Then move with it. That's all you got to do, man. That's all you got to do. So, like I said, with this whole social media stuff, we're not taking advantage of this opportunity that we have. Again, we got millions upon millions of people at the click of a button. At the click of a button. But what are we giving them? What are we putting out? And I'm going to throw this in there as well, since everybody loves to be claimed that they're teachers. Oh, I'm gonna teach you this. I'm gonna teach you that. I'm teaching this. I'm teaching that. We got more goddamn teachers than I've ever seen in my freaking life, but we ain't been, we ain't executed on anything that we've been taught. We got teachers upon teachers upon teachers upon teachers upon teachers, and ain't nobody teaching jack shit. You know why ain't nobody teaching jack shit? Again, look around. Look at the reflection of it. Look at the results of these teachings. Show me something that's been tangible, that's actually been productive from all these different teachers. Same thing. I'm just making a point on this one. Same thing like they did with the UNIA. They had to smash that train of thought, that mode of action, and create all this other shit. Created chaos, created competition and confusion. The whole I'm better than this, better than you. You got to, in order you want to get down with the truth and to get down with reality, whatever, so we can make it happen, you got to get down with me specifically or my group specifically. Again, Willie Lynch in action, family. Willie Lynch is the only myth that's real. How about that? I'm going to repeat that again. Willie Lynch is the only myth that's real. Now, we all know mythology is make-believe, fiction, or whatever, to prove a point, whatever. But at the end of the day, the point that's being proven is a real point. It's a substantial point. It's a tangible point. It's an evident point. It's felt, seen, heard, tasted even. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the only myth that's true. That's the only myth that's real. Living, breathing in the flesh of black people every day of our goddamn lives here in America. 3Ks, don't get it twisted. We get online, we get on these social networks and all that stuff, and again, instead of putting out something or just having a conversation, again, stop trying to be a teacher and just talk to one another. Again, who the hell am I? I'm Brother Nguvo, Boogie Hype, Tyrone. You feel what I'm saying? Just a bro from around the way. I see something, I feel something, I want to share it. Hopefully you got the same type of vibration. Let's have a conversation. That's the type of person that I am. I'm nobody higher than what the hell I am. Now, if the people out there, they see something different, cool, peace and respects to you. You understand? Big ups to that. But I'm not going to jump out there and big myself bigger up than what I am or whatever. Granted, yes, I know my potential. I know what I can do. And I'm going to live out that potential. But to boast myself is something totally different. This is what folks do today on these damn social networks. They get up and create this persona the same way niggas was created. We create a persona online. From YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, this one, that one, this one, that one. We create personas that's not necessarily reflected in our daily lives in reality. Now, let's be real. From those of us that's in this chat room right now to those of us that's going to listen later or whatever, can we honestly say that which we type, that which we post and share and record, do we actually live this action out? Do we actually walk this on a day-to-day level, to and from work, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Or just out on whatever. Do we live this life? Are we these people that we have created online? Who can say that? And that's the God-honest truth. Like they used to say back in the day when we was growing up, whatever. I'm flying right now, I'm flying. May the Lord strike me down right now. Because I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't got nothing to hide. You understand? Can you honestly say that your neighborhood knows you? Hell, can you honestly say that they've seen your face in this type of lifestyle action at least once? A lot of people can't answer that. A lot of people won't answer that. You know why? Because the truth will bite that ass up. So they have to deny, all to keep the safety of that persona that they have created alive. You understand? Again, niggas was created in America. These personas was created online. Both situations is foul, funky all the way around. You understand what I'm saying? So again, we get on these line, we get online or whatever, and right now was pretty much big, whatever, dealing with this whole social media stuff, whatever, is this exposure culture. I'm gonna expose you. I'm gonna expose you. I'm gonna expose you. I'm gonna expose you. I'm gonna throw dirt on your name. I'm gonna throw some dirt on your name. I'm looking for dirt. People go hard looking for drama. That's what sets our day. That's what puts our day in motion. We go around looking for drama. Nothing does niggas better than drama in the morning, drama in the afternoon, drama in the evening, and drama in the night. It does nothing better to see the joy niggas get in getting out of drama. Trinity, what up, sis? We get a kick out of drama. We love chaos. We love the anguish with each other. With each other. But again, this is all based off of conditioning. But watch this. Long story short, the issues that we have with each other or whatever, these are all superficial issues. Mind you, again, superficial issues based on a continuous conditioning from outside. Now, mind you, we'll look at everybody outside, the ones who's giving us the conditioning, the ones who conditioned us into niggas, the ones who's created us into niggas, and pretty much, you know what I'm saying, and giving us this alter ego that we create online. Everything that they taught us, we live out, and we don't even realize it, man. And we'll deny it when somebody points it to us, man, because of comfort and tradition of bullshit. It is what it is, man. Face the facts, man. We, black bodies, black flesh, black blood, no problem. But up here, man, this is where it's dangerous at, yo. Everybody else, again, your global adversaries, your global enemy, your neighborhood competition, they are walking around up here. They got a lazy boy couch reclined up here with the remote control steering wheel in their hand. Hell, it's not even in their hand. That shit is on autopilot. We are nigga bots just walking. Just walking. The Walking Dead. Doing nigga activity every day of our lives. As if it's the thing to do. And we're proud in doing it. Before, like I said in the last couple episodes, we was black and out proud back in the day. And that meant something. That meant something. Again, words carry sound, meaning, and power. That meant something. Now it's, yo, I'm the realest nigga out here. I'm the baddest bitch out here. That means something. Whew. Like I said, Willie Lynch in real time, man. That's the only myth that's true, yo. So we need to take advantage of this opportunity that we have dealing with this whole social media stuff, man. Put it to a use, man. A positive use. A productive use. If you're going to get up here and talk about, I'm talking to the XYZ amount of people, man. Give them something worth listening to, man. Give them something worth listening to. Because there's nothing that's, from like I said, man, all forms of media. From the TV, magazines and newspapers, to the music, all that good stuff, man. It's all programming, man. And we soak it up. We soak it up. We soak it up. At the end of the day, yes, we want to be entertained. Hey, that balances out as humans on the end of the day. We go through so much stress on a day-to-day basis or whatever. Yeah, we want a good laugh from time to time. No problem. No problem. No problem. But at the end of the day, if you're trying to live out, or if you're consuming that shit so much where it creeps up into your body and you don't even realize it there, and you just start walking off with it and living it, family, you've been compromised, man. But you can get rid of that. All you got to do is identify it, man. Realize, hold up, shit ain't right. I'm changing. I'm changing. And people around me are changing. People are reacting to the way I've changed, and they're treating me different. Let me get my shit back in order. Now, again, you got two types of folks out there. Folks that's going to congratulate you in your bullshit. And I tell those kind of people, may your misery be your guide. Because those type of people that's going to encourage you in your bullshit, encourage you in your, excuse my language, in your fuckery, these are the ones who have nothing going for themselves. And they're happy in it. They're comfortable in it. They've realized that pretty much they've given up hope. Dreams off of suckers is dealing with them. You feel what I'm saying? They've given up hope. And they want you to be just with them. They want you to join them. They want you to go down in flames with them. So I tell that type of people, may your misery be your guide. Go that way. I can't operate with that. Those around me can't operate like that. We have a bigger aim. Starting from within on a micro level, but on a macro level, we have a bigger aim. If you don't want to partake in that, whatever, hey, no love lost, no respect, disrespect given, whatever, but may your misery be your guide. Big difference between a dream and a vision. Good point. Big difference. But nonetheless, like I said, give each other something reasonable, something worth a damn to talk about. We talk about bullshit and gossip every day. Again, we go around looking for drama every day. What can I get into today? Like, you can literally see people on these timelines, and then they're in conversation. How can I be petty today? What chaos can I cause today? They write this shit out because this is what they really think and feel. Programmed. Let's move on a little bit. Like I said, everybody's a teacher. The Willie Lynch is real. Popularity over purpose. The Negro world versus social media. Neglect of the past versus neglect of self. That's one and the same. This is a new thing that's up on the scene right now, and this is coming from a lot of these Super Saiyan conscious mofos. Forget the past, forget the past, forget the past. We got to worry about it right now. And you're absolutely correct, halfway. In order for you to worry about the today, about the present, to worry about your future, you have to worry about the past. Because everything that we're doing today and will do tomorrow is predicated off of what we did yesterday. Period, point blank. I don't even have to go any further than that. Check and mate. And then lastly, family, and after I lay this point out right quick, I'm going to open up the line after we come after if we take a little break. The justification of negative conditioning. We justify why we do what we do. Why we hold on to these sicknesses and ills the way we do, so tightly and proudly. We wear that shit like a badge of honor, man. We come up with all different types of excuses to continue in negativity. We make up excuse after excuse, man. It's as if, again, you've given up hope. You've said to yourself, shaping up, standing up is too much for you. That's too heavy of a burden for you. So I'd rather just sit here in the gutter of life. We're gonna take a quick little break real quick, because this is I ain't gonna front. This shit is stressing me out. I'm pretty sure you can see it, but thank you for walking with me and understanding what I'm talking about, family, because I'm reading your comments in the chat room, and you are absolutely on point. Y'all get what I'm saying. This right here is jacked up. In order for us to do anything that we want to talk about, from healing our relationships, getting our children back home, you feel what I'm saying? The education, the finances, the food and nutrition, the creation of this great nation. You gotta kill everything that's killing you up here. So we'll be back. We're gonna take a quick little break. Let me find something I can run for y'all real quick in the meantime, between time. Perfect. Let's run it. Pull it.
Lucifer, son of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth.
Chase it out yourself. If you help me chase it out of me, I'll help you chase it out of you. Then we can do it together and roll right on through. Peace. Stay tuned, family.
I'm gonna put on an iron shirt and chase Satan out of earth.
Miss that.
I'm gonna put on an iron shirt and chase the devil out of earth. I'm gonna send him to outer space to find another race. I'm gonna send him to outer space to find another race. Satan is a evil man, but him can't choke it on I man. So when I check him, my lass in hand, and if him slip, I gone with him hand. I'm gonna put on an iron shirt and chase Satan out of earth.
Run him out, run him out.
I'm gonna put on an iron shirt and chase the devil out of earth. I'm gonna send him to outer space to find another race. I'm gonna send him to outer space to find another race.
Listen this. Listen.
Hey.
Barrington Levy, step forward.
Ooh, yeah. Hey.
Mister.
I ain't got the ambulance, and you got the blade. Oh, yeah. I've got the ambulance, and you got the blade.
That's a gun check.
Don't try to fight back me, you will lose the fight. Cause I've got the ambulance, and you've got the blade. If you slip, you will slide,
And if you run, you can't hide.
If you slip, you will lose the fight, and if you run, you can't hide. Cause I've got to handle my enemies, and you hold the blade.
Miss that.
I've got to handle my enemies, and you've got the blade. So don't try to fight back my enemies, you will lose the fight.
Level.
Yeah.
Going in after this. We're going back in after this.
Rastafari is the Almighty, you know. Let Jah be praised.
Yeah, man.
Run away, you can't run away from yourself. Cause when it's only you and Jah alone, who will be your help? No one but yourself. Tell you run away, you can't run away from yourself. Cause when you do good unto others, yeah, it might be better for your health. Overstand yourself, little you.
Don't run down vanity, now what that you approve.
TV and that will make you confused. Put yourself around people that are better than you, and one day you'll be the best. Get all the respect due. Don't follow evil when they walk. Your actions is a manifestation of your thoughts.
Listen.
Do good and make you bless another heart. Wrong company now go make me fall short.
I tell you run away, you can't run away
from yourself. Cause when it's only you and Jah alone, tell me who will be your help? No one but yourself. Tell you run away, you can't run away from yourself. Cause when you do good unto others, yeah.
Land pull up. Thank you, Mr. Pressure Boss Pipes. So you heard what the man just said, man. You can't run away from yourself, and nonetheless you can't run away from your mind because it's right there. It's in you. It's in you. So everything that comes out of it is of you. You know how, like, watch this, not to go off on a tangent or whatever, but hey, you know how it says in your Bible, or whatever text that you want to read, especially in your Bible, right? I think it's in the book of Isaiah, for those that know the text. God creates evil and good, right? Both good and evil, right? Well, guess what? That's a metaphor for your black ass, black man, woman, and child. This right here, just like how I read in a chat room, I think it was Trini that said it. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. It produces good and evil. Again, based off of your intention, based off of your purpose. Put that popularity shit to the side, man, because that right there. Popularity leads you astray, man. Real talk. Those likes, comments, and shares, man, that shit is not real. Because all these people that's pretty much stroking your ego in the comment section and hitting you with all a million likes, and now they got the hearts and all that other type of symbols and all that stuff now, right? Ask them to link up with you in real time. Ask them to talk business with you. Set up a business plan, whatever, so it can really help the black community, whatever, all this black power talk we doing. Try to set up a business meeting, whatever, with all these people that you out there getting your ego stroke off of. Guarantee you, crickets. I guarantee you. You know how I know? Been there, done that. At the end of the day, like I said, man, identify the bullshit within you. Target it. Get it out the way. That's the only way we'll make anything happen. Family, y'all see the number in the line, man. The chat room is open, man. Call in, man. I want to hear what y'all got to say on this, man, because this is serious, man. Vibe out with me. The enemy is dangerous, man. Not for nothing. I know everybody don't like hearing this because we're so, like my brother Andy said earlier in the chat room, whatever, we're proud, not just black now. Right? We're proud. We're not black now. Black-minded, right? Again, we talking mentalities today, right? We're proud. We're proud in all the bullshit that we do. Again, proud to be real niggas. What do real niggas produce? Gut check. Proud to be bad bitches. What do bad bitches produce? Gut check. Like I said, we just glorify everything that deteriorates us from within, based off of the false impression and the false reality or whatever, or the illusion of temptation that you see out there outside. I know they have a good way of presenting things that's slick or whatever and dangerous for us, whatever, because it's attractive. It looks a certain way, so it's like, yo, I'm trance. I'm in a trance. Case in point, trap music today, right? I call it trance music. You see the kids these days, and even the adults, whatever, because they're young-minded, listening to this shit or whatever. Yeah, the beats may be ill. Of course, they always do it that way. They give you an ill beat because they know black people love beats. They love drum patterns. This is what we do. That shit goes all the way back to the continent. We love drums. That's why they outlawed the drum and gave us that digital shit. Programming. They hook us with the beat and throw a whole bunch of bullshit ass words on top of it, whatever. And again, words carry meaning, power, and purpose. They're spelled a certain way for a reason, in case the word spells. Not to get all super and spooky, but it's real shit. This is real stuff. It's common sense. We take this stuff in on a daily basis, minute by minute, second by second. We just consume. Hook, line, and sinker. Exactly, Jade. We consume it. It becomes us. We become it. Case in point. Look at your competition like I said before. We make Salat better than them. We speak Spanish better than them. Right? We speak the King's English better than them. We eat more lo mein than them. I can go on down the line. But nonetheless, we want to become everybody but who the hell we are. We're afraid of our potential. We are afraid of ourselves. My mother used to tell me this all the time when I was a kid, growing up in school and all that stuff. Because I ain't going front. I would literally do the bare minimum just to get by. I wasn't a friend of school. I couldn't stay in school. And you know what I'm saying? We all have our reasons. One, you feel me? I don't know, I swear I got ADD, I swear, because one, I was always done before everybody, because the work was not that challenging to my brain, so I would finish through that shit like it was nothing, and by the time I'm done, I'm ready to have a conversation with somebody, so I was very talkative. When they called my house, they knew, mommy knew what time it was. He was talking, yada, 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 he's probably cutting up, no problem, I'm gonna handle it. That's what that was. But nonetheless, I wasn't challenged, so therefore I was able to get into anything. You already know, an idle mind, you already know what they say, that's the devil's workshop. So with that being said, we gotta do something with this here, man. Because our minds, they're caught in suspense, they're caught in a trance. So it's idle. And again, idle mind, devil's workshop. That's what they say. That's what the elders taught us when we was a kid, right? So again, put it to use. Put it to use for the positive, for the productive, for the sustenance, not the degradation, not the deterioration, not the humiliation. Just like I said a while ago in the beginning of this episode, whatever, dealing with those words. These are words of humiliation. We humiliate each other. Not humility where we're humble to one another, but humiliation, ridicule, torment, making fun of, ranking on, whatever you want to call it. It ain't good. So at the end of the day, how can I expect you, or how can you expect me, whatever? And if everything is based off of energy and vibration that we pass on one another, how can we expect one another, expect the best out of each other if we keep giving each other the worst of each other? It's not gonna happen, man. If I'm a reflection of you and you a reflection of me, and I give you some bullshit, you give me bullshit back, we got 2 piles of bullshit. It stinks. We ain't got that much toilet paper, damn it. It stinks. But we need to clean this shit up some way, somehow, man. Better go get you a water hose and scrub that brain, man. Put that joint on full blast and wash, man. Super soak that mind. This is what we have to do. Straight up and down. Family, call in. I don't want to get out of here. I got to talk to somebody before we leave. Somebody has to call in. I don't want to end this without talking to somebody. So again, man, the enemy is dangerous. So dangerous. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, MRBG TV. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, it's Haru.
Haru, what up, baby?
What's going on?
Man, you already know how we do.
Yeah.
Talk to me, man. What's on your mind, bro? You see the topic, the enemy, destroy the system in you before you destroy you with the system. You see what it is? Holla at me.
So this is like a nigger versus the African.
Basically.
So we're talking about solutions, or are we just saying, you know, what's going on out here?
I mean, put it this way, we could talk about, we could discuss solutions, but we've been doing that for ages upon ages. But you already know, like I've been saying, until we handle this right here, until we take care of this homework, this business right here, those solutions will just be talk.
Yeah, the solution. We can just build on it. I mean, what I said, you know, just like you were just saying, man, it's you know, on the African side we see the collective, and then the nigga side is the individual. You know what I'm saying? You got the self-hate with the nigga, then you got the self-love, then you got materialistic, then you got the spiritual, and then then you got the popularity, and you got the purpose. And so, I mean, I don't understand why people can't see that. I mean, like, I guess it's, like you said, they're programmed that they can't. They're like you said, they're in this program. They're trance. It's just they're doing the same thing every single day.
Yeah. To the letter, like they don't skip a beat, yo. Like,
yeah.
Like, watch this. Yeah. Dig this, if you will. Let me ask you, in your own opinion, because you already heard mine. What is the purpose of a nigga? What is the purpose of black people? In your opinion.
I mean, the purpose of a nigga is to me is to destroy. Is to always causing havoc. There's always an excuse for, well, this happened to me, so it's a blame game. It's always a blame game.
Yep. Yep.
What I'm saying? It's her fault. You know what I'm saying? That's why I did it to her.
Yeah.
That's why I did it to him. You know what I'm saying? And then I see as far as like the black person, I see a purpose always looking to uplift this community. You know what I'm saying? To bring the family together.
Yeah.
It's that purpose. What is motivating him every day? That purpose every day to get up and do for the family.
Good point.
For the community.
Good point. I'm glad you said that word motivation, because a lot of folks are not motivated these days to do anything productive, man. Again, we're enticed by all the flashy nonsense that we see. We're all the, you know what I'm saying? That's what entices us.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So we gotta start seeing, even with myself. I mean, because I have problems. I'm not afraid to admit it. But like, I gotta look at myself every day in the mirror and say, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And I admit I haven't been doing as much as I can be. You know what I'm saying? I admit that. That's why I don't go around and point the finger at him. He's doing this wrong. He's doing this wrong. He's doing that wrong. I gotta look at myself first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And then, do we have a common goal? Do they have a common goal?
Check.
That's
check.
You know?
Good point. That's why I said before, man, if we keep worried about everybody, we gotta save everybody. Everybody don't got the same goal, man. So you gotta link with those who do. And not for nothing, it's gonna be a small number. And you have to be able to work with that and don't feel no way. Because at the end of the day, that small little clique, that small little number or whatever, it has the potential to attract the rest based on their simple living example. This to pretty much follow up what you were saying a second ago, dealing with I just lost my train of thought. But basically, long story short, we have to basically live out that example of what we want to see. Now, I know we have a lot of folks that don't want to do stuff, but we got a lot of folks that do want to do right, whatever. But at the end of the day, it could be a want, all it is, until it is put in action. So like you said a minute ago with the whole solutions or whatever, that's what I'm trying to say. We got solutions upon solution upon solution. We could talk black power all day, but if we, that's why I say I'm changing up my lingo. If we not talking and living black integrity, black power is a myth.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Real talk. Like I said, when I speak, like I said, I'm not talking down on anybody. I am not talking to anybody. I'm more so talking to myself. Y'all just happen to be listening and vibing back with me. But I'm talking to myself. You feel me? I got things I got to battle with myself. I'm cleaning up my own act too. Ain't nobody perfect in this world, but I'm working on my own quote unquote perfection for my life. You feel what I'm saying? So the minute you do that, it's the sky's the limit from that point on, man. But at the end of the day, man, until folks, like I said, man, take that gut check, nothing will happen. So again, you got to identify the enemy before You destroy, so you can destroy the system before the system destroys you, or you help the system destroy yourself. You feel what I'm saying? We got to target that stuff. We got to face the reality for what it is. That's pretty much my overall message. That's pretty much my overall message, man. Real talk.
Yeah, for real, man. Yeah, so, basically that's, I don't know if it, shoot, I mean, it's straightforward, man. It's right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to, but
when you make excuses,
the white supremacists did a good job, man.
Oh, they did a great job. You got round of applause. Clap it up. Let's get it. Yeah, clap it up. They did a magnificent job.
Yep. Yeah, man. This is, man. And then you say to yourself when you're seeing it's like, man.
But that's why I said in our last episode, dealing with the whole respect and warfare, man, we didn't respect they gangster. That's why they was able to do as good of a job that they did. We didn't see it coming. We ain't spot it. But now that it's here, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. But,
I don't know, man. Haru, you already know, man. Your words is always insightful, brother. I appreciate you, G.
All right, yeah.
I appreciate you.
Else calls,
yeah, man. Come on, man. I want to get one more call before we get out of here. This is a good. Y'all talking in the chat room. Give me one more call and then we can get up out of here, family. But Haru, family, bro, I ain't gonna keep you, man. You do your thing, man. Be safe out there. Be strong. Keep living that example, fam.
All right, you too.
Peace. Call in, damn it, so we can get up out of here. I want one more person to call so we can go. I'm throwing a number in there. One more again. Before we roll, I know folks is busy sometimes. That's cool. Like I said, don't worry. It's going to be recorded. Yada, yada, yada. It's going up, hopefully. There it is. The number's in there. Hit me up. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run some tunes, man. That's what I'm about to do. I'm going to run some tunes because I like running tunes because that's what I like to do. That's my thing. So, start from here, Harvest Andy. Call in, baby. Let's get on out of here. One last call and we gone.
You see a man's face, but you don't see his heart. You see a man's face, but you don't know his thoughts. Everywhere you go, there's a man to say love. But never, 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 never take it to heart. For your heart is your heart, and your thoughts is your thoughts. So don't mix love with hatred. For your heart is your heart, and your thoughts is your thoughts. So don't mix love.
I'm waiting on somebody. Like I said, I'm gonna just run a couple tunes, and after that, if nobody calls, we getting out of here.
You see a man's face.
Like I said, we talk about running some things up out of here. Hear the rhythm. Kalunji. No problem. Thank y'all for for being in the chat room. No big deal. Just vibe out with me real quick. Miss Sad. We talk about getting some shut up out of us, right? Getting this right? Miss Sad.
There's a snake in the house and I've got to get him out just before we make the move to bite me. Try to put the venom in my vein, try to put me to the grave. There's a lot of playing haters don't like me. Stab you in the back, sudden attack. It's like two fools on dope, smoking crack.
Make them envy.
Try to take what's mine, so do you I'll do mine. Watch them carefully, crush them out right there for me. Attack them, attack them, never let them get near to me spies and the big eyes.
Got them rise, but this body go face behind your back, them worst rise.
Watch them carefully, crush them out.
Jackie, what up, fam? Dread, what up?
Never let them get near to me spies and the big eyes. Got their eyes and they're smiling.
Watch where I go with this one. Watch this. Tommy Lee, step forward. Again, we're talking about getting some stuff in order and getting some things out, right? I just feel like having fun right now.
Tell them come out of the dark. Make me reap
your soul.
Run out and game with the 16 bomber. Wanna buy Jaja and wanna call mama. Catch it on the wall, make it stammer. Make it bar, pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-ma. Your head back, get hammer. Tryna make me gal take a kill, take one you. You know, you know. Dog back, band. Have a couple bullets to no one. One of them bust up in the organ. Man start laughing. Habra. Boy, you feel this up from you. Don't tell me about my mother. I me never tell you if you go suck your mother.
Soul Reaper, they have to take your soul. Soul Reaper, they have to send you home.
I pray that the we make you small. I pray that the we make you more. I pray that the we make
I'm gonna run one more and we get out of here. Watch this. Get it together, right? Because if not, we crazy. We have to identify the fact that we are crazy right now. But fix it up, man.
Man psycho, Gaza run boy.
Me no know about them, but me know about we. A cause of me run boy, yeah. Why them a flip me ratchet? Me we push to your chest, me we shoot one of them boy, yeah.
Sparta send some cyanide and go to Jamagon border.
No boy just a lick them some pussy more. We no bow, we no fear on ya. We no bow, we no fear on ya. Yeah. So them a killer and nobody no heard of them. Tough chat like your woman afraid of you.
All right, family. Okay, we gonna roll up on out of here, man. So with that being said, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in, man. Walk me the way I walk with you. You know how we do. So there it is, man. The enemy, man. Destroy the system and you before you destroy you with the system. So with that being said, family, I want to say Uncle Jab, Snap, Hutuapo, and Black Integrity. You already know I'm your brother in Google. Now you see R&M. You've been watching R&M RBG TV, family. All you know, we keep it G. Veronica, common sense for the common people. Dealing with the common issues, trying to seek common solutions. Again, give thanks to everybody that tuned in the chat room. I appreciate talking with y'all and walk with y'all because y'all understand what I'm talking with, what I'm dealing with, which is reality. So with that being said, man, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. R&M RBG TV, subscribe so we can have these dialogues. But until the next time, be good. Catch you out there.